In this video, I want to give you a test. It is called the Napkin Test. And the test should answer one question. Can you explain your trade strategy to a 10-year-old? Like a literal child, not a trading buddy or your partner, just a 10-year-old. Because if you cannot do that, your strategy is too complicated and basically two things happen. First is you cannot follow your plan consistently because there's too many variables, too many random factors. You want to be consistent, there must be something to be consistent about. Your trade plan. And the second thing is if you're in a trade and your emotions are going crazy, you will forget half of your complicated rules and just start clicking some buttons. And I know because I was that guy. I spent over $20,000 on courses and mentorships. I can explain you all the 100 different PD arrays, but I was not making money. I had all the knowledge, but no system. So let me now show you how to make the napkin version of your strategy. We are in episode 22 of the Futures Mentorship in the trade plan layer of the trader pyramid. Where in the previous episode, we built a trade plan. Now we're gonna put that on just one simple napkin. No time to waste. Let's go. The first question you should answer on the napkin is what must happen on the higher time frame? Higher time frame is daily, weekly, monthly. You can also include the 4-hour here. And the second is what is your exact entry trigger? It can be your lower time frame entry model, like the 10 AM game or the opening range breakout or whatever favorite lower time frame entry model you have. I would highly recommend using the 10 AM game, the New York Open NASDAQ model you learn in this mentorship in the first episode. But you can just plug and play your favorite entry model here as well. This is where's your stop loss and where is your TP with the specific risk to reward you are shooting for. And be very specific. If I work with my students and ask them about this, most of my feedback is just be more specific. Clarity breeds mastery. You can only follow the rules if you actually have a very clear definition of what you actually want to follow. And if it doesn't fit on these 4 sentences, it is too complicated. Your napkin version is 4 questions. If you can answer these 4 questions in just 1 or 2 sentences, you have a very good strategy. And I want you to write these down right now. You can just pause the video here and then we go to the first question. So if I can fill in the blanks for you, here is my napkin version. So the higher time frame bias, I look for daily and 4-hour. Is it trending or ranging? Early in this mentorship, you saw the daily bias videos. You will recognize this. It's very simple. If the higher time frame is trending, it's very easy on the lower time frame to make money because you just trade with the trend. The trend is your friend, right? If the higher time frame is consolidating, which you will see a lot of times as well, then your lower time frame entry models will just work out less. So you have a lower win rate by doing the exact same thing. And that is okay. So trending is a trade direction, ranging is lower expectations, or just look for an asset that has a trending condition on the higher time frame. And my exact entry trigger is the core 4 of my entry model. All my winning trades have these 4 elements. And I highly recommend going back to, let's say, your last 10 winning trades and look for those core 4 yourself. For me, it's a liquidity sweep in a key level. A key level is nothing more than internal and external range liquidity. That means an old high or low or a fair value gap, at least session liquidity, daily or weekly liquidity. If you're not sure what liquidity is, go back into this mentorship and find the liquidity video. It will explain everything in great detail. Then there needs to be displacement and a market structure shift. There's an energetic move, confirming basically the direction change. Then looking for a fair value gap in the 1 or 5 minutes. It's a lower time for entry, price retrace into a gap, and there needs to be a clear target. And during the live streams, you see me drawing this a lot. We trade lower, and then aggressive sells, aggressive buys, and then we trade to the target. That is my core 4. And how does it look like? We have the liquidity sweep in a key level. Then we have a market structure shift, the last swing high that made the low. That displacement moves, leaves a fair value gap, entry in the fair value gap, and then ideally for a 1 to 2. That is the core 4. And bonus points here if it's during the New York Open on NASDAQ, the kill zone, or it's part of a market maker model, or there are inversion fair value gaps. There are many more confluences you can stack on top of this, but all my winning trades have these core 4. If these core 4 are not present, I don't press the button. And for stop loss placement, I like to have my stop loss behind a liquidity sweep. And if you struggle with win rate or you get stopped out a lot before the real move, use this rule. It needs to be unreasonable for price to come back to your stop loss. So that means you could just shoot a lower risk to reward for a while to just up your win rate, to build some confidence. But at some point, make it unreasonable for price to come back to your stop loss. And if it does, your ideal is just wrong. and that is okay. Avoid being stopped out before the real move, because that sucks. And ideally, during the New York Open, around the 10 a.m. game. To find your core 4, you can just use this futures mentorship first. Go back to your last 10 winning trades to find your core 4 and just build your napkin version around that. Cool, now you have your trade system on a napkin. But a trade plan has more sections than this. We need to talk about the win rate. We need to talk about the 5 rules before every single trade. And also we need to talk about the actual schedule, because trading needs to fit into your life. Of course, you need to prioritize trading, but it needs to fit with other responsibility like a job, family, kids, and other things that are also very important in your life. Trading is a vehicle towards freedom, so it needs to fit into your current life. And by the end of these 5 episodes, you have a complete written down trade system you can execute on the charts. And there you have it, episode 22 of the Futures Mentorship trade plan layer of the trading pyramid. If you get value from this video, make sure you like it, share it with a trading friend, make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on to not miss out on any of the 35 episodes here in this Futures Mentorship. Slides, PDFs, everything is inside the description and inside the Discord, together with over 100 hours of free education. Link to the next video is now appearing on the screen. And thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.